today's video, we're going on a bug hunt and taking on the Apex Valakkar solo and showing you exactly how to bring this monster down. Alright, let's get into it. The video is split into 4 parts. First I'll take you through the prep and gear, then the site set up at Pyro 1 Lazarus facility. Then I'll show you the fight for the Valakkar egg in the specimen room that you need to summon the worm, followed by summoning and fighting the worm itself so you can do the same. And finally, I'll walk you through the looting process, including a surprise visitor who showed up to try to steal my worm parts. Let's start with the prep. In terms of gear and prep, firstly you need to bring a Specimen access keycard which you can find at the Pyro data centres on Pyro 4. Links in the description for details to Mr. Kraken's excellent one-page guides here. I highly recommend the Sterling exploration suit, as temperatures and radiation here will give you very limited time outside in any other armour type. There just happens to be a fancy yellow one like the one I'm wearing on site that you can loot. You'll definitely need an LMG with at least 60 stack of ammo. My preference is the pulverizer as a 4.3.2 because that gun just absolutely melts people. A med gun, tractor multi-tool, max lift, a mining multi-tool to mine the pearls, and spare med pens. When you arrive at the Lazarus facility, expect a tough fight. There's a lot of human NPCs and irradiated Copion dogs, and they constantly respawn. Take your time, fight from cover, and try to stay alive. Don't charge straight into them like I just did. Your first priority should be to hook a right straight off the tram and head over to the infirmary to set your respawn imprint at the site. Once done, if you die, you'll stay on site and you can just recover your body. Make sure to keep ammo on your belt for this reason. Here you can see I'm heading up to the first infirmary. This is the closest one to the tram drop-off point. And as you saw, I ran straight ahead from the tram entrance, up over the stairs, jumped off the side of the building, and other than the first NPCs you need to kill at the entrance, this is the easiest path to get your respawn down. Once you've got your respawn down, heal up for any injuries you sustained fighting the NPCs at the tram, and then we're ready to start clearing the site. Now that your spawn is set, you don't need to worry too much. If you do get caught out, you just spawn back at one of the infirmaries that are scattered around the site. So you can make your way through, aiming to clear all the NPCs out of the way. But I just want to point out a few not to miss loot spots along the way. This is Dr. Jorrit's lab. There's a hint there for you on how to work out the code for the door. Usually a couple of guards just outside. And in here you can find the lovely glowing yellow Sterling ASD suit. Next up is the storage security room on the ground floor, facing the worm calling tower. There's usually a good number of NPCs in here. There's a laptop with the codes to the door. These Sterling suit guys are very aggro, very good shots, so try not to get caught out by these guys. They can come in high numbers and really get you into some tight spots. The laptop in front of us has some emails on it, one of which will have the code for the door. And inside this security room, you can usually find a railgun and an Animus rocket launcher, as well as some really nice armor loot crates and plenty more ammo and some gun racks. Try not to get caught out with no ammo. Keep your eyes peeled for these Sterling suit guys in red. If you do come with an FS9, these guys are absolutely stacked with ammo. They also have a quite nice Coda pistol on them. That Coda pistol really stings when they catch you, so try and take those guys out quickly. And once you're clear, you can check your emails and find the security code for the door. Once you finish being a loot goblin, It's time to get down to the serious business. Thanks to our ASD Sterling exploration suit, we can open the scanner door. And here's where we start the fight to claim the egg, which we use to call the worm. And this is where the Specimen cache access card comes into play. As soon as we place this card, after interacting with the terminal, we're going to trigger a site-wide alarm, and all of the NPCs on site, as well as a load of event-triggered fresh spawns, will rush the room from both doors, so we need to get ready for a big fight. Just to keep the video at a normal length and not too long, I have sped up the fight, so I hope that's okay with you guys. If you do want to just skip through to the end, the video is time-stamped and you can skip to the next section to see what happens when the fight is concluded. You can see I'm just using the cover there, trying to peek and expose as little of myself to being shot as possible. Every 33% on the progress bar, you do need to move out from cover and reset the terminal there so it doesn't cancel. Just watch your ammo. Use the clear periods to pump in some health. It's tough, but it's doable. This back desk makes for really good cover. That's the second prompt. You can really see how good the pulverizer is in this montage. It just absolutely shreds. I'd be interested to know in the comments, guys, do you prefer these sped up montages, or would you rather me cut the footage down? I wanted to keep everything in this video just to prove that I've done it solo, but I'd love to know what your guys' thoughts are. And we're finishing the fight, collecting our egg. Now the beautiful thing is you can run straight across the corridor, turn left, left again, and you're into Dr. Jorrit's lab again, and you can get healed up before the worm sprint. For some reason 2 copions had made it inside. Take care of those. We're going to repool our ammo, heal up, and get ready for our suicide run. So this is full on you only live once territory, guys. You've just got to grab the egg and go for it. Starting the event in the Specimen room will have triggered a load of Valakkar to spawn, and as they start to get a feel for where you are, they'll start popping up out of the ground and trying their best to get you, which this one did very well. I did think, to be honest, that this was my little run over, but I got very lucky. If you do die, you can just come back from the infirmary and re-grab the egg, keep going with full health pool. So you just want to sprint for your life, try and zigzag. I was obviously trying to grab some footage here, so not doing too much super serpentining. And we're headed for this tower. It's F to interact once you get there. Once the egg's in, we're good to go, and the worm's on his way. So I popped off a quick heal and got ready to watch the show. So once the worm starts to spit gigantic balls of radioactive waste in your direction, it's time to start moving. So we're heading all the way back into the facility to find somewhere to take some cover and get a good shot on the worm. I found this spot at the entrance to Dr. Jorrit's lab. It's a really good place to try and take the worm from. Those crates on the roof seem to provide some nice cover from the spitballs, and you can usually get some really nice volleys in from here before the worm manages to get to you. Again, I've sped the video up because this worm fight does last quite a while. So again, the video is time-stamped, so if you do want to skip any part of the worm fight here, then please feel free to do that. Jump to the next timestamp where we'll move on to the next phase. I did think it was a good idea, in the name of science, to try and work out some specifics here. So if you're interested, it took me a full 27 minutes and 10 seconds of pretty much constant shooting and reloading to kill the worm. And by my calculations, I used 6,411 pulverizer bullets to kill him. Now you have to assume that my accuracy is not perfect. I'm assuming you could probably get that down to something like 5,000 bullets if you're a really good shot, which I clearly am not. But that means you need to bring at least 50 stacks of ammo for this phase alone. The good thing is there is lots of ammo on site. There's lots of good loot boxes here, so you can usually loot most LMG ammo as you're moving around. I did actually gain ammo, I think, in total. But as I have said before, I'm a bit of a loot goblin and I do tend to pick up pretty much everything. This spot does seem to give really nice cover. A lot of the worms' attacks hit those boxes on the roof before they get to you, but occasionally you will get one through, and those hurt. Good news is you're right by a medbed, so you can just heal up, get back at it. But this certainly takes some persistence, there's no doubt about that. But persistence will pay off eventually. And down she goes. Please let me know in the comments if you watched the sequence there or if you skipped to this part. I'd love to know what your guys' thoughts are. So it's time to start clearing the site. The good news is the human NPCs stop spawning at this phase of the event, and all we've got left to do is kill all of the adult and juvenile Valakkars that have spawned. To be completely honest, I thought I'd done that, and I went and jumped over in one of the Icti atlases that I'd found on site, and they all spawned around me and killed me. So I did actually have to cut the video here because I've been to the infirmary, respawned, come back to finish the process. I will obviously not do that again next time, just take some time over killing them all. When they do group up on you, they're pretty deadly, but they also don't like bullets, so they're fairly easy to kill, but there's a lot of them. So put a bit of time in here, make sure to clear all of the smaller Valakkar because they can be very annoying, and you do have limited time on the worm corpse, so it will start to shrink away and sink into the floor, and that makes it very difficult to loot the pearls. I think we're getting there, nearly clear, and then we can go start to pull some teeth. It's worth having a good look around the site when you get here to see if there are any atlases left around. If there are any atlas icties, they can be extremely useful for getting up to the worm quickly. And I would also highly recommend bringing a max lift tractor lift to move the teeth. It's got such further reach and moves the teeth a lot faster. Now you should get 5 to 6 teeth from each worm kill, and these are selling on UEX for approximately 1.5 million. I'll be keeping mine to try and get one of those atlas icties for myself. Now you might be thinking to yourself, I've done very well to not be interrupted by any other players, and of course this is a potentially PvP event. This wasn't a dead server, there was about 300 people on the server. There are 6 sites, so it is still a decent chance that you'll be able to do the run by yourself. I did just see a shot go over my head, so I got spooked at this point and started thinking there was another player here. So I'm having a good look around, trying to work out where this guy might be. Trying to be cautious, trying to get the drop on him if possible. Then I saw a Valakkar off in the distance, and I thought perhaps it was that was shooting at me. So I relaxed again, and then this sneaky guy came out of nowhere and tried to take the worm teeth off me. So once I realised there was definitely a player here, trying to work out where he is, and I see him trying to steal my worm teeth. And we aren't having any of that. He really should have made sure to drop me before he tried to use the cargo elevator. That was his mistake. This is definitely the most vulnerable part of the mission, because if somebody does manage to press the button on the cargo elevator once you've got anything in there. That will go into their inventory, not yours, so you do need to be super careful at this point. On this run, this was the first guide that I'd seen, so I just thought, right, it's going to take a few minutes to come back from the infirmary. Let's get the teeth into the elevator, secure the loot, and get what we can from the run as we're on our own. Now, unfortunately, due to his interference, and we then continued to fight for a few minutes, back and forth. He killed me, I killed him. The worm actually did despawn on me, so I didn't get a chance to get any pearls this time, which was a bit unfortunate. But I'll still take 5 Valakkar teeth, my Atlassic teeth for Wicklow, and as a solo. Not a bad evening bug hunting. So once you've finished grabbing everything that you want from the site, you can use the cargo elevators obviously to drop any other loot down, save having to carry everything. Head back up to the tram, settle in for a short ride back to the terminal, and we can go load our loot. Once you're back at the transport hub, the other end of the tram, you can bring cargo up in the elevator and load ship up. Getting the teeth in can be interesting, especially in a cutty red, but I did manage to cram all 5 teeth and 4 GP batteries in. And then it's time to foxtrot back to checkmate and secure all the loot in our station inventory. So this definitely isn't an easy loop to solo, but hopefully the video shows you that it's very possible. I'd love to hear your stories and experiences of trying to take the worm down, either by yourself or as a group. So please feel free to comment below the video. I'm really new to this YouTube thing, and I'd really appreciate any feedback on the video that I've put together here. I'm learning to edit, I'm learning to put videos together, learning how to do voiceovers. It's all a bit of a journey for me. So my questions about the montages and the sped up sections, I'd love to hear what people think. I'm just hoping that you get something out of the video and you find it interesting. It was certainly a lot of fun to record, and yeah, if you want to see more from me, then please feel free to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and stay posted for the next video. Radical Panda, out.